guys, I'm Hybrid Fox Kid and welcome back to the Blocks SMP. As you can see between episodes, I got decked out with a little bit of netherite. So in my inventory I've got half diamond, half netherite. Soon enough I'll be fully decked out in netherite, but we're just gonna have to wait till I can be bothered netherite hunting again because netherite hunting is really boring. But enough about that. Today we gotta get on to what we're planning to do. So this area here is going to be our project site for today. We've got 3 separate builds that I plan to work on today, and I'm hoping by the end of this episode everything should be done. So out of all this area here, the first thing I want to work on is just over here. You may think it's just a flat field, but I've been doing a little bit of work off camera, and we've got this. Oh, first shot. That's surprising. So yes, we have this little staircase here that leads into the abyss. Let's go have a look at it. And my one goal with this area here was to make it as asymmetrical as possible, because I'm very iffy about symmetrical things. Everything needs to be symmetrical for me, otherwise it will aggravate me. So I decided to make this build as asymmetrical as possible. As you can see, there is still a little bit of symmetry, but it's baby steps. It's baby steps. So if we continue down this way, because it's taken a while just to walk, we will see the skeleton farm. So we have the skeleton farm all nicely decorated now. We got our full enchanting area all done up as well as some storage chests and eventually a dump chest that's going to go into lava. I don't know how to do that though, so I'm going to have to look up a tutorial for that off camera as well, because who wants to see that? So yes, this area I'm going to be decorating. I want to add like little things on this side and in these nooks to make it a little bit more interesting than it is. So yeah, let's just get straight onto that and see how it goes. So my overall inspiration for this area was like a little underground subway area. Mainly for this part here, because this part you can't really do a big long train down there, that would be really long. So yes, this part here is going to be like a subway terminal, so like this area here is all where the people will stand, and then all of this part here is going to be a big train. I don't know how I'm going to do it, we're going to have to wait and see, but that's for a little bit later. First we've got to get the terminal part decorated and looking nice. And there we go, we had the little entrance area done, and let's just add a little bit of lighting so mobs don't spawn down here. And there's the entrance to our subway. And with this part done, it's time to move on to... Whoop, oh, lag. Oh. There we go, we're fine. Let's move on to this part here. We're going to skip this part just for now because this is going to be the longest part of the build. So with this area here, I decided to be painful and try and decorate this area with lightning rods. This is a very dumb idea, but it's going to be worth it because I think it's going to look good. So instead of having the lightning rods go like that, which would probably be the easy way and would probably save my sanity, instead I want to do it a little bit differently because you can actually orientate these a certain way, which I only just learned about. So if I put this one here, a lightning rod there, and then another one like that, they'll be far apart. The little nodes won't be as close together, so I think that might look nice. So let me get the rest of this done all the way down there, and I'll cut back once this is all done and once I've slightly lost my sanity. And there we go, we have the copper lightning rods all done all the way down to the skeleton spawner. And I gotta say, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. Once I got down to it, it actually went rather quick. I decided to add a couple chains here and there because they kind of look like frayed wires or like broken piping, because this is what this is supposed to symbolize, like piping down in the underground. Maybe conducting electricity or something, I don't know. We can make it up at this point. So with that all done, time to turn our attention to these little parts here. I don't know whether I want all of these to be filled with things. I think I might leave a couple blank just to break up like the amount of noise that's happening. But we'll wait and see. I'll build them up and see how they look. So what my standard look for these guys are, I want to have chairs there, and a painting there, and a painting there. No, not that kind of painting. I want to have another small painting. There we go. And if I get rid of those two, and then maybe pop that there, I should move that across by 1, shouldn't I? There we go. I think that looks better like that. So yeah, that's going to be like a little seating area for the subway while you're waiting for the train. And I don't know if these make much sense being up here, but they're kind of like movie posters. I don't know if it's an actual real thing, but in plenty of games when you're in subways, you see like movie trailer posters all across the subway. Is that a real thing? Because it's definitely not down here. So yeah, that's going to be my little seating area for the train station. I'm going to fill these little nooks in with a couple more of these, scatter them about, and maybe change up a couple nooks here and there. Let's see how that one goes. The subway terminal is nearly done, and the only thing we need to include now is the actual train itself, because you can't have a subway without a train. So I've got a pretty basic design. It's pretty much the same as my trolley trams, all in the fact that they go off stairs, and they're all going to be orange as well. So I'm going to see how this one goes. I mocked it up in a creative sketch world, and I think I like the look of it. Hopefully with the terminal being all orange, hopefully it's not an orange overload, but I've added a couple extra blocks to hopefully negate the amount of colour that's actually in this area. Now it's just time to build it all up and hope it looks good. And yes, this train is a complete facade. The only thing that's actually going to be built in this area is the front of it, because you're not going to be able to see the back, so what's the point of building it if you can't see it? So I've decided to be a little bit sneaky and just hide what I don't build, so it's going to make life a little bit easier. Then it's time to add the trap doors as the actual terminal doors, so those are the doors for the train. And for the final touch of the train, I just have to add the windows and the skirting. And with that, we are officially done with the train. So this is what the train looks like. I have covered it all in black concrete, so you can't really see where it is. So it's kind of in the black abyss of the void, but I kind of like it. I don't have to detail all around here. I can just make it black, and it looks like it's going further into a tunnel. And I've also blacked out all the windows as well. Just makes it feel a little bit more darker and drearier, which I kind of like the feel of this place. It looks really, really nice. I don't know if the orange is a bit too much, but I kind of like it. It looked good because you can't really see much orange on this side, and the orange here is very tinted out with the light grey glass as well as all the skirting and stuff like that. So I think it turned out pretty decent, not half bad. Actually, I think I might need to check a couple buttons there. There we go, much better. I like that. Yeah, that really cuts up the orange a little bit more and just adds more to that pinky hue. And I gotta say, I kind of like this. I really like how this terminal turned out. This goes all the way to my skeleton farm, so this part of the build is officially done. So we can leave behind our train terminal and move on to another project that's a little bit more above ground. So I think I'm going to work on this area over here, which I'm not going to reveal what it is just yet. I think I'm just going to start with the building and then probably go bit by bit after the building's up. So, you know the drill. Time for a time lapse. Another time lapse means another voiceover, and I am here to express how much I really love glass over top of a roof on a building. I gotta say, it looks really, really nice, and I really like how I did this one. And I've come to the conclusion how much I like the lush cave blocks. I really need to use them a lot more in my base, but I'm finding less and less areas to be able to use them in now, which makes me kind of sad because I picked the wrong kind of biome for the season, but it doesn't matter. I'm going with it, and whenever I can use it, I shall use lush cave blocks. And if you couldn't tell by the time lapse, this area here is going to be where I hold all my bees. We are going to be getting honey bottles and honeycombs, and yes, we're going to need bees to do it. But first, we're just going to have a little bit of a nosy around this area, so I wanted to use hanging roots again because I gotta say, they're really, really cute. I love the glowberries, I love this area, so any chance I can use it, I'm going to use it. So I think this is probably the last chance I can use hanging roots. Other than that, I can't really use them anymore because it doesn't really match my area, but this is a controlled environment, so I can do whatever I want. And then over here we have another droopy tree. This is, I think, my second attempt at like a different style of tree, so it doesn't look amazing, but it's pretty good for my level of experience at the moment. I might get better one day, who knows? Trees are really difficult. But we can't have a bee house without bees, so it's time to run out and go actually acquire some bees. I am kind of surrounded by flower forests in all ends, so finding beehives shouldn't be too difficult. It's just a matter of a little bit of searching. Ooh, while I'm out here, I am just gonna sneak by and pick up one of you and one of these as well. You might know where I'm going with this, but we're not going to do that till later on in the episode. Oh, I see bees. Where are the beehive? I see the beehive. Hello, guys. Can you get into your little house? I need this. Is there anybody in here? I'm not actually sure. Who knows? I'm going to pick it up anyways. Maybe. Okay, let's see if I can find any more bee houses. I don't know if these guys belong to that beehive I just stole, but too bad. I've stolen it anyways. Oh, I see a nest and I see a bee. Oh, God. This is going to be a stealth mission. You're coming with me! Oh, there's another bee nest right next to a lava pool. I'll rescue you guys. They probably all died from the lava. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there it is. Haha! Thank you for leading me to your house. You want to go in your home, mister? I want to take you home. There we go. I'll pick you up now. We've got at least one bee in it. And that's a lava pool. Oh, boy. Oh, I need one more and then I can go home. There we go. Pick you up. And now we can head off home. So now I've successfully got 6 bee nests. I can finally head off home and actually see how many bees I actually caught. Not too sure how many. I'd imagine maybe about 5. I don't really think I got that many. Here we are. My area is finally loading in, and sadly we load in from the back of the mountain so you can see all the insides of it. But luckily once we go here, it's going to seem like there is everything completely finished with this area. And you saw nothing. Okay, let's enter the bee house and finally drop off these little guys into their new home. And hopefully they can't press these pressure plates. If I see bees escaping, I'll have to get rid of them. So time to just place these nests around and get the bees all settled into the new area. Oh, hello guys, how you doing? Okay, some there, some there. I think I may have only got 2 bees. Oh god, this isn't a good set of amount. We got 2 more there and 1 more there. Okay, so in the end we ended up getting a total of 3 bees. That is not the best stat, so let's start breeding these guys. Oh, that's a lot more than 3. Okay, but it still doesn't hurt to breed them, so let's breed up a couple and get a couple baby bees around the place. Oh, yep, they can definitely open those doors. Okay, time for these to go. There we go. Life is good, we're fine. Okay, any more bees? Want to have any more baby bees? There we go, you can have 1. No? Does anyone else want a flower? There we go. Oh, we have tons of bees now. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh god, I love bees in this game. They are adorable. So there we go. That is my bee house. A slight bit laggy, but that will survive. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to make this all automatic and have like automatic systems like getting the honey and the honeycomb. But then I decided that's too much hassle and redstone is ugly. So you know what? I'm just going to do it all manually and make my life a bit of a pain for wanting to get rid of the automation. So, in the previous episode, I did say that this episode was going to be a bit of a milestone episode, and oh my god, that looks so good. Just to interrupt me talking for a sec, that looks so cute. Okay, back to what I was saying. I wanted to make this a bit of a milestone episode, and this was going to be the episode where I actually decided to name my area. It's been unnamed for a fair while, but I decided that I wanted to give it a name, so I've been thinking and humming and hawing on it for a while, and I think I may have finally found a name, and it's kind of got everything to do with bees. So, if we put these in a little block, we'll get this a lovely little block over here, and we'll leave the bee house. Oh god, hopefully none of the bees ever escape. So yes. This block here is obviously a honeycomb block, and the honeycomb block is going to kind of tie this entire base together. Ever since I started this season, I always wanted to use the honeycomb block, and I was always going to use it in my mountain. Those ones are getting swapped out. It is no longer going to be like a gold orientated mountain. These little gold nodes are going to stay because I kind of like how it breaks up the pattern of all the andesite and cobblestone. But what this mountain is made out of is going to be a mineral called honeycomb calcite. It is a kind of mineral that is found in mountains in the real world, but probably not in this amount of quantity. Like this entire mountain is like layered in this stuff, so I don't think you'd find that in real life, but we can exaggerate just a little because it is Minecraft. So yeah, probably between episodes, because I got to do a little bit of farming, these will be changing to honeycomb, and I think I'm gonna really like the design of it. We're gonna have to wait and see on that one though, but I really like the idea already, so I'm very excited to get some more honeycomb. So that brings us to the topic of the actual name of the base. I always wanted to have honeycomb in the name, so it was always going to start with honeycomb. I just needed to find another word that would kind of match with it and kind of make sense. So what I decided is this place is going to be called Honeycomb Ridge. So yes, this is Honeycomb Ridge, my new town. Well, kind of new town. It's been in the works for quite a while now, so it's not exactly new, but it has now got a new name. So moving on from naming the area and getting all that stuff done, I want to move over to this area just over here. So I wanted to tie this place all together to be like a little central park. Not a central park, it's too tiny to be a central park. But just like a little seating area and a park area for people to run around, go to the nether and go to the subway. So I want to decorate it just a tad bit, as well as maybe chuck a few little farms here that will help me with the building of the rest of this area. So here's an update. I kind of got carried away with building and forgot to record anything to do with the little park. So I've kind of finished the entire thing and don't have a single bit of footage for it. So that's good fun, but it doesn't matter. The little park is done and it's time for the reveal. Ta-da! this is the little park area that goes to my nether portal, and it's just got your usual chairs and park settings and stuff like that. So we've got the nether portal there, then we've got our little subway down there. And over here we have, I tried to make them look like vending machines the best I could, but they're an automatic 2-flower tall farm. So I need a lot of yellow and a lot of red because obviously my base is mostly orange. So yellow and red are my most important ones. So we've got a sunflower and a rose in this one, and it is very, very fast. You get a lot of stuff from this. It's a really, really quick farm. So we've got sunflowers and roses in that one. And I originally wanted to have the lilacs, and I think they're pronounced peonies or peonies. I'm not sure how it's pronounced actually. I was gonna have them there, but then it got too cluttered and yeah, it felt really messy. So I decided to get rid of those ones and move them over here. So we've got the lilacs over here, and between another alleyway, between another couple houses, I'll chuck the peony down there, and yeah, we'll have all the 2 tall flower farms. And I gotta say, I really kind of like these. I think they kind of look like vending machines a little bit. I don't know. I thought, yep, red is the color of a vending machine. I shall use the color red. And also, it fits with the warm aesthetic, so it works. And as well as that, we also have the first little nook in here of the honeycomb calcite actually built in. Nothing else is done. I was just harvesting honeycomb as I went, and I was able to get enough to be able to do a full version of it. So yeah, that's a sneak peek of what the whole mountain's gonna look like once I've got enough honeycomb for all of it. But there we go. That is the entire little park, the subway and the bee house all done. And I gotta say, it's been a very, very productive episode today. We got a lot of stuff done, as well as finally naming Honeycomb Ridge. So only bigger and brighter things from here. I am very excited to see how the rest of this season's gonna carry out, because so far it's been an absolute wild ride and it's been a lot of fun. So yes, with that, I'm going to be leaving this episode here. If you guys liked the video, give the video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to stick around. All good, I'll see you guys next time. See ya!